All right, day 2. Your chariot awaits.
Oh, look at that, the river's frozen over.
Enough to download. Connections wavy, hazier than Puff Dragon, fork in the road, cuff to the wagon. How do I go left if I would go right my whole life? I thought that I was right my whole life. Gone, I was wrong, booed.
Oh, good morning. Welcome back to the vlog. We are in day 2, and I gotta say, it was a really exhilarating feeling pressing upload last night on the very first one. I'm very excited about where this project is going, but it's hard to describe exactly just how much went awry yesterday. And I mean, my wife got really sick. I had to leave work early in order to get home and just take care of the kids, and that continued until I put them to bed, and that also continued until the following. There's Popo. Let's hope that I didn't do anything wrong. I don't think I've done anything wrong. You don't want to do anything to me, officer. I'm okay. I was just totally backlogged at work, and this was the quintessential problem that I kind of foresaw in doing a vlog. And there's an expression that the rabbis say: all beginnings are difficult, and it's never felt more relevant than it did last night, when I was just kind of faced with all of the challenges of trying to edit an entire video, do all my work, and take care of my wife, and put the kids to bed, etc. And we're going to try and do the same thing again today. So
okay, so I was thinking about this idea that all beginnings are hard, because it sounds really kind of like a platitude. I mean, things are tough when they start, right? We all know that the static coefficient of friction is greater than the kinetic coefficient of friction. It's just something you learn when you try and get things going. It's always going to be more challenged than when things are running smoothly. But I think that there's more to this idea, because the sages go out of their way to tell it, and they don't speak in platitudes. So when they're saying something, you have to take it seriously and you have to contemplate it. And I heard an explanation to this idea that dovetails nicely with what we were talking about yesterday in terms of trees and growth. And this rabbi said that the beginning of anything, any seed, any tree, starts in the seed. And all of what is expressed in the tree that eventually come out in the tree was there in potential in that seed. And same is true as humans, and especially with a human being even more so, because you have, it's not just genetic material, there's also the soul that Hashem is contributing to it, which makes it, all the more profound and complex and all the more simple in some ways. But when you plant a tree, when you plant the seed that will become a tree, you have to find the right location, you have to think about the environment. All the complexities, all the challenges that tree is going to experience in life are in some ways, they're all embedded, they're all nested in that seed, in that potential. All the complexities, all of the challenges are all right there in the beginning in some way. So when you start something, in a way, you're interfacing with everything, even though it's still totally in potential. And I think that that's maybe what I experienced yesterday, in the sense that my schedule is like this. I wake up at 4:40 in the morning. I go to learn at 5 o'clock a.m. to 5:45, after which I come home for 15 minutes, and then I am off to work, and then I daven at work for about 40 minutes. I start work at 7:30. I don't stop until 6:30 when I drive home, try and help my wife in whatever I can in putting the kids to bed. And then from there, I'm out to learning from 8:30 to 9:30. And somewhere after that, I have to fit in editing these videos, getting them uploaded, and I need to make the videos over the course of the day. And the schedule is already packed so tight, but yesterday, in a way, was almost symptomatic of what I could experience for the entire year trying to do something like this, because we're going to be running up against so many different challenges and complexities, etc. So in a way, I felt like yesterday was almost like the quintessence of what I could expect for this project to be: the mayhem, the chaos, etc. But I'm excited about the potential of trying to do this and trying to make it happen, because the sages never said just because beginnings are hard, don't do them. They just acknowledge that they're hard, and you just keep moving.